Yo, what is up, boys, and welcome to the first look at a game called Identity, which many people will describe as a ARMA Life Mod killer, and myself included. This video was just released yesterday, which I'll have a link to in the description below, but I'm going to be talking about this video in this video which I'm making today, and also a few other things which maybe you didn't know already about Identity. This game has been in development for around about a year now. It was originally kickstarted, it had a great success, and this is really the first gameplay trailer we've seen for Identity in a long time. I think I and a few other people thought, what the fuck is going on with it? We didn't really see anything really which blew our minds, and this right here is the start of showing off some really cool stuff. This right here is, of course, a live stream lyric, many of you guys will know. So showing off at the start here, showing the live streaming, the customization of the player housing, and the radio systems and stuff like that. Obviously, in the original video, it's got actual audio, and the radio streams are from an actual stream, so you'll be able to turn those on, turn down the volume, change channels, shit like that. You'll see a M9, or I don't think it is an M9, I'm pretty sure it isn't, but you can see a pistol to the left. This is, described as a life mod killer for a reason, because it is trying to really do everything there is that a life mod does. If you guys didn't know already, this game is being developed by the guys, or some of the guys, who were behind the very popular Altus Life server for ARMA 3 called Asylum. I've personally never really enjoyed it that much, but I do know that a lot of people do, and it was a huge success. And it's cool that they are working on an independent game such as Identity, and with this amount of money backing, really the only thing stopping them from making something amazing is their skill, which we already know from their development with Asylum. They're pretty good at what they do. This game describes itself as an MMO, there's no two ways to put about it, and we have had games in the past such as Daisy where they've said, oh yeah, it's an MMO, and let's be honest, it really just isn't an MMO. It's 60 people per server, and this player housing little district right here is obviously going to be a part of a very large world. Will there be loading screens and stuff in between it? I don't really know, but regardless of that, you can expect to be able to interact with players around the world, bring players back to your house, go do legal crimes, illegal crimes. There's a lot of information out there on the internet, which I'll talk about a bit more at the end, which you can find on the website, which will also be a link to in the description. This game is running Unreal Engine 4. The entire YouTube video is recorded in 60 FPS. It runs amazingly. It looks amazing. The UIs look very functional. Complete customization of your house, all of the different wall colors, all the different wall types with trimming types. Essentially, the way I described it, at least when I looked at it initially, just because I was expecting something a bit more, I don't know, PvP oriented, something more similar to what we've seen with Asylum's ARMA Life Mod with Altus Life. I expected some more PvP elements, stuff like that, but it just looks like Sims, which isn't a bad thing. There's really, even if this was just a game where you run around, in fact there is a game already like that called The Tower, kind of, where you run around, go to other people's houses, customize your houses, bring them back, talk to them, shit like that. That would be a cool concept in itself, but this game does plan to do a lot more than that. It's got so much money, and you can still back around now on the website, get different tiers of unlocks, just like you would see in a game like Star Citizen, so you can really put as much money as you want into the game, but at the end of the day, it could end up being an absolute pile of shit. But people do have a lot of hope for this game, just like we would do with Star Citizen, and I do really hope it for the best out of this game, because it is obviously going to be something big on my channel. You can see right here, actually connect this to the little wall outlet, so you can go ahead and connect things up like that. There is a few cool things shown in this trailer. Like I said, nothing really which is mind-blowingly cool, but it's cool to show that we do have a very final system right now. Well, not final system, but you can do pretty much everything you'd really want to do for a system like this. Like, what else would you want to do? And you will see another thing in a second, which I'm not going to spoil, but it's like, wow, that's a pretty high level of detail. So many people in the year plus of development this game has been in to go check out the game, to go make a video on it, and the reason I haven't made a video on it, and I have checked out, I've actually backed it for $100 on Kickstarter back in the original campaign, so don't worry, I am very much backing this idea, and if it sucks then so be it, but it does look pretty good from the few videos we have shown so far. But it's just because there hasn't been that much information, and any information which has been out there, I feel like people have already consumed, whether it's the original launch trailer which came with a Kickstarter, the few blog posts have gone to forums with pictures which you might not have seen, but it really isn't that much. But I guess now is a good time, since there is more than enough to talk about, more than enough to show, to finally talk about it on my channel. And I don't know, I'm curious if you guys feel like this is going to be something which is going to to really compete very heavily with life mods. From what I know about it, it does seem to be, like I said, something which really coincides with the same ideas of those life mods, but putting it, of course, with the MMO twist, which, let's be honest, Alts Life never will be, life mods never will be. There is a decent amount of people per server, but they are looking for a bigger picture right here with a bigger open world. I don't know how big that's going to be, really, because, you know, with thousands and thousands of people playing a game like this, you got to wonder what's instance, what isn't, because you can't just have unlimited housing, you can't have unlimited jobs. I mean, you could, but obviously there's going to be like different realms and stuff like that, I'd imagine. So yeah, if it is going to take, of course, the MMO outlook on things. Either way, you'll see some more different customizations right here, placing down some more furniture. Of course, this is actually a 2-bedroom apartment, which for some reason at the start you told the people you can bring yourself into this apartment and one friend. I'm guessing that means for like permanent residence, but I don't understand why a 2-bedroom apartment would just be you and your friend, you know? What about your girlfriends, dude? Because everyone knows people who play this game get a lot of pussy, you know? Either way, this is a thing which I was holding back for you guys. You can actually paint paintings. Actually, it reminds me of Sims as well, because you can actually paint paintings in Sims 4 and you can put them on your wall. And just like that, you can also put this on your wall. There's an original, so the original will of course be worth more money. And this could be an open door full of memes, full of potential revenue streams with selling your art. If you just want to be an artist, you can be. I'm not going to say you could do anything, like fucking Peter Monolith, whatever the fuck his name is, would do a Fable. But the game does look very, very open-ended in terms of what you can do. It's a life mod, you know? Like, that's what... Or not life mod, it's a life game, really. There isn't that many out there. But a life game, which really is an untapped market, it's, of course, going to go off of the idea of you can do really a lot of different things. And you can make a living out of them. That's the idea of a life mod. It's to live, to make money, to risk, to do crime, to not do crime. It's all up to you, really. You can not do crime, but let's be honest, you know I'm going to get fucking involved in shit. With that pistol right there on the countertop, can't wait to bring friends back to my house and murder them. Brutally. But not really friends, you know, because I'd murder them, but that whole idea of making this house have blood all over walls, I don't know, that excites me. Maybe I'm just a bad person. I don't really know. Either way, we're coming to the end of this. As you can see, put the painted there. There's a laptop in the corner of the room as well, which you can play games on, you can watch streams on, you can do a bunch of shit on. You can see this is the Messenger. Motown's one of the developers for the game who was involved in Altus Life, or the Asylum Altus Life mod, so you could do all that stuff. It's really just everything you could expect to do on a laptop, and you could do it here. And I'm surprised that they've shown all this stuff in a live environment in like a swoop, and it's been like, wow, all those things are pretty cool. You can see why I'm excited for this game, and don't get overhyped, because there's been games which have been hyped for before, which have been shit. This game could be shit. I keep on saying this because it can be shit, and you guys, as you can see right there, you can invest money into it. So I'm not saying go throw your money at it, but holy shit, does it look good? Am I right? Am I right? This next video actually dates back to January of 2015, which is when they originally launched the Kickstarter, so keep in mind some of this stuff will look old and outdated, but I just wanted to show you guys a bit of this as well, just to wrap up the video, and also show you guys that we have so many cool and fully polished assets, even from that long ago. This game has been in development for years, and you might be wondering when could we expect to be able to play it. The Kickstarter did originally have the date of December 2016, which is of course right around the corner. In fact, as I'm speaking, this is the last day of November. I doubt it's going to hold true anymore, but we can expect a release very, very soon. Whether it's going to be in the next months, I don't really know, but it's going to be at some point in the near future, and I am excited to see what the initial release is going to have in store for us. So that's the reason why some of these assets will look kind of weird. Like, I don't know, this dude's face was something that just looks not quite right with it. But, you know, it's a money-based video game. I can't think of any game which does this, and I'd love for you guys to tell me, if you can actually think of one, what kind of game has this idea behind it and actually does it well? You could say something like Second Life, maybe, but it just doesn't really do it on the same level. Well, whatsoever, really. Second Life is fucking AIDS, but it's, you know, it's an open game where you can make whatever you want, you can do whatever you want, but, you know, crimes and actual jobs and stuff like that isn't quite a thing. So, yeah, really, I'd say there's no game which has done this, and it's an exciting idea. Recently, people have came to Ice Poseidon and Tyler 1 and getting massive bonus over No Pixel, which No Pixel is pretty fucking cool, but making a standalone game which does it even better, why not? It's becoming a reoccurring theme these days where developers who originally made ARMA mods are actually going independent and making their own video game. The ARMA architecture just is frustrating to deal with from what I've heard, so people just abandon it. Exile mods, or the Exile mod, Etchy, I think his name was, he ended up dipping a few days ago and leaving Exile for a few reasons, but one of them was because of the issues with Arma 3. The 2017 mod ended up dipping because also issues with Arma 3, and I've heard a bunch of developers personally complain about the same thing as well. It's a common issue. The Breakapart mod is making their own standalone video game as well on Unreal Engine, and of course the developers right here, Asylum Entertainment, who made the Asylum Life Mod really great. I mean, there's hundreds of people that play it every day. They are, of course, making their own independent game on Unreal Engine as well, hoping to hit into the MMORPG scene. And I'm just going to quote the website right here. They are planning on changing what it means to be an MMORPG. That's the first thing you see when you actually open up this website. So I'm excited to see what they do with that one. I genuinely am. And if you guys want to check out more information for this game, there'll be a link in the description. Like I said, don't necessarily throw money off it because it sounds like a genius idea, because sometimes if things sound too good to be true, sometimes they just are. And I really do hope the best of this. You can guarantee as soon as this thing comes out, because I did, of course, back $100, I should be able to get semi-decently quick access. I will jump on this. There'll be voice over IP, there'll be PvP, hopefully. It's gonna be a really fun time. But anyway, feel free to let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Go check it out in the description, the original videos, the website. Don't forget to comment and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.